tell me when you're ready to start talking and I can roll.
And welcome to Knights Baseball! Hey, we're coming to you live here, Cooperstown, New York. Game 2 on Bracket Wednesday after the Knights' 4-3 comeback victory against, oh my gosh, I can't remember who we played. It was so tense. Team from Pennsylvania named the Lightning. So the Knights turn it around, and next we face the West Coast Federales Red. This is the number 16 seed after pool play with a record of 5-1, 2 runs against average. So clearly either great pitchers, great defense, or both. We looked at who they've played so far. So they won their first game, 12-0 versus the Marblehead Magicians out of Pennsylvania. They beat the Boca Hitmen 3-2, team out of Florida. Then they beat Midland Park Panthers out of New Jersey by a score of 22-0. They lost, their only loss was to Titans Baseball out of New York. Loss was 3-9. Titans Baseball is 6-0, so also a high-quality team. And they beat ARA White out of Pennsylvania 20-0. We know they also had a victory over a team from Minnesota. We had trouble finding that in all the records that we looked through. So, again, West Coast Federales Red, 5-1 record, ranked number 16. Before today's play, or after pool play, the Austin Knights came in ranked number 49. So we had 2 byes.
Hi.
The first 2 rounds of play, while the bottom 32 battled it out, then the next 16 battled it out. We played against the 52nd ranked team in our first game. With the victory, we move into the 4th round of bracket play here on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon.
50 teams remain, and the starting lineup for the West Coast Federales Red, coached by Scott Wright. They will bat all 12 players they have on the bench. And they'll lead off with number 10, Ronan Lee at catcher. Number 3, Aaron Lewis at center field. Batting third, number 9, Lucas Shoemaker in right field. And batting fourth, number 11, Tyler Blanchard. He'll be at first base. And on the mound, batting fifth, Scotty Kirkpatrick, number 14. And batting sixth, number 7, Jaden Lim. He's the shortstop. And in the 7 hole, Colby Wright, number 12, the second baseman. And in the 8 hole, number 4, Ethan Baloney. He's in left field. And batting ninth for the Federales is number 6, Nick Marks in third base. And in the 10 hole, number 8, Nick Strew. He'll be the EH. And in the 11 hole, number 13, Robbie Sinai. He's an EH. And number 5, we believe, in the 12 hole, Maddox Manajam. He's an EH. So batting 12 will be the West Coast Federales, and like I said, on the mound will be Scotty Kirkpatrick, number 14. Do not have the lineup for the Knights yet.
We do know that Zach Fetchel will start this game on the mound for the Knights. Saw him warming up in the bullpen on the other side of the wall here. Zach closed out the first game, 1 inning.
13 pitches.
13 pitches. 1 single up the middle, but that was with 1 out. But we held him as he advanced to second. We held him on a strikeout and a comeback to the pitcher. And he came in for the save, a very important save on this single elimination bracket Wednesday.
So this will be Zach's 3rd appearance. He actually started our 2nd game of the seed-in play against the SBA Canes, where he was very effective in the first 3 innings, giving up no runs, and actually had a no-hitter in those 3 innings.
We've got some visitors to the booth. Little youngins here to watch their brothers play. First, Craig Weibel. What do you got to say, Greg?
My name's not Greg.
So what do you have to say, Craig?
I think we gotta just hit the ball, use some OxyClean, and win this game.
Again, pitching OxyClean. Craig Weibel angling for some sponsor dollars here. Next is Ike and Farley in the booth.
Hi, I'm Ike and Farley, and Knights fan, are you ready to play some baseball? I hope you say yes, because we are going to start in about 5 minutes. So thank you, George Farley, and back to you.
All right, next in the booth is Alan Jackson, here to watch his brother Quade. What do you got to say, Alan?
He hates him, I beat him in arm wrestling.
Never know what's going to come out of the mouths of these kids. Next up, Drew Norrell.
I like corn.
Drew Norrell, consistent. Yesterday he liked corn. Today he still likes corn. Not sure he'll get many sponsorship dollars liking corn. I think you find something like OxyClean.
Yeah, OxyClean is just great. Screw corn.
All right, and we're going to kick the little ones out of the booth. We don't have a bleep button. We got to make some adjustments here, so hang with us.
Sorry, Billy.
All right, so the umpires and the coaches are at home plate, shaking hands, exchanging pleasantries. Lots of sportsmanship and nothing but baseball here in Cooperstown. And again, very refreshing. Like the first game, we've got 4 umpires covering every game here in bracket play, 1 at each base.
Oh, I know who it is.
The Federales are taking the field.
Federales run out. Don't look intimidatingly big. Not small, not big, just average size. But again, I'm expecting them to be pretty solid on the defensive side. I think you've got to look at the pitcher warming up, number 14. Not
overly hard.
unhittable speed.
He's got a funky little hitch in his wind-up, though, that they'll have to time up.
He does. Holds the ball way behind. Comes right over the top. Probably got some kind of curveball. Something that just moves away from a right-handed batter.
And we still have no lineup for the Knights, but we assume Ryan Pitcock will lead off, as he has every game. And I see him with his helmet on.
So a nice throw down by the catcher, who's not big, not small. Decent arm. Coaches are always watching that throw down before the game, before an inning, just to figure out how aggressive we're going to be on the base pass.
We're ready to get started here. Blue says, let's play.
Yeah, they don't waste much time here, and we love it. Keeps games moving, keeps the kids focused on baseball. Misses high, and again, not exceptional speed. Actually thinking this is a perfect speed for Ryan Pitcock. Now I'm looking for a ball hit deep over the left center fence. Misses low and away.
Glad to see Ryan being patient.
Yeah, Ryan likes to swing early in the count. He didn't see anything he liked, nothing close to the zone, so hits it hard, but second baseman moves to his right. Actually, it looked hard coming off the bat. It was off the top of the bat, so it was soft line drive. Second baseman made the easy play. Just outstretched, didn't have to dive, and retires Ryan for the first out.
And that'll bring up Cade Weibel.
Cade waves his bat around. as he likes to do, and watches the first pitch for a strike. Cade hit the ball hard in the last 2 games we've played here, and actually accounted for a hit in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Knights that tied the game. Cade made his way around to third base, and on a balk, made his way home to score the go-ahead run. Cade is ahead of that, slows down the bat, drops the bat head, fouls it out of play.
Cade was 2 for 3 in our first game today.
So we've got 2 strikes here. I believe 1 ball. Misses outside. That was outside, and it's good to see that the umpire is consistent from game to game here. Misses on the curveball. So that's the first time we've seen something really off speed. Started at him, dropped low and away. Cade was patient, didn't bite, and that fills the count. So 3-2 here with 1 out in the top of the first. Not a bad at bat here, so Cade slaps it away a little bit outside. That was a strike. Cade protects, stays alive, so we'll do it again, full count.
So we mentioned this is their first game of the day. It's the Knights' second.
High, and Cade takes first base. Again, another solid at bat for Cade Weibel. Showed a lot of patience there, laid off that curveball, fought off a 3-2 pitch, and got the free base.
I'm going to bring up our left-hander, Owen Norrell, who's got 5 home runs for the tournament.
Owen had a clutch hit in the bottom of the 5th last game. Cade is not moving on the pitch. In for the strike.
Yeah, Owen went 1 for 2 last game with the RBI, as you said.
So Cade takes a small lead. He's not going to be running on this. He is running on this. It's in the dirt, so he's going to get there. Catcher took a second. Pumped. Didn't throw straight down. Didn't look like Cade was going to be running. It was a very short lead. Pitcher has a quick move, but catcher did not get rid of the ball in time. Cade slides in, takes the ball to the back. Timeout was called. Cade's brushing it off. We have a runner in scoring position with 1 out, and a 1-1 count here on Owen Norrell.
For those of you watching, not to be confused today, the Knights are blue this game. They were red last game because they are the visiting team.
Hook drops in. That started way outside. Dropped in, caught the outside corner. And the pitcher works ahead 1-2 in the count. Coach Tony yells, "Stay short." Need to put this ball in play and move the runner. Cade walks back to the bag, gets there on time. Not much of a lead, but now we've seen the move to second base, so he'll know what to look for. Owen points towards the fence. 1-2 count. Swings at a high. I don't think that was a strike. We've seen high strikes. Not called today, though. The strike zone has tightened up a little bit, and Owen's retired for the second out.
And that'll bring up our cleanup hitter, Jay Turner. Jay, last game, he was 0 for 2 with a walk.
That ball had some movement on it, fooled Jay. Typically the ball or the location he likes to swing at. So he falls behind 0-1. Cade takes a small lead at second. Not going to get caught here. He's going to let Jay hit him in.
Tony's very vocal to start the game.
So Jay's still looking for his first home run here in Cooperstown. He's got bat to spare. Waits on it. Great patience there. That ball looked tasty coming out of his hand and drops a little bit wide for a ball. I'm trying to see, is this 2-1 count? 1-1 count. Jay likes it. Crosses him up a little bit inside. I saw his arms. He didn't get extension there. So we got a 1-2 count. And Jay's looking to find his swing again. Hasn't hit the ball today. Not like we're used to seeing. But one pitch can change that. Again, great patience there. The curveball drops before the plate, but Jay holds up. We've got a 2-2 count here with 2 outs in the top of the first. I don't think you can see him, but Cade Weibel's at second base. Takes his lead. Cade's running on the pitch. They didn't hold him. Got a better lead on that. Jay swings and fouls it back, so we're going to do it again. So it's a 2-2 count. I like that last swing by Jay. He's all over that. Paying a little bit more attention to Cade after he was moving on the last pitch. Jay steps in. Again, he makes contact and something good's going to happen. 2-2 pitch. Jay swings through it. Drops his back shoulder. Swings under the ball. He's retired for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Knights leave 1 run in scoring position. We did that a lot last game. We had runners in just about every inning. Didn't push anyone through, or only pitched 1 through until the 5th inning, where we had a 3-run rally to take the lead. So, deep breaths. Knights are going to take the field. Score 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the first.
We don't have a lineup, so we'll call out who's playing where here. Owen Norrell's going to be at first base for the Knights. Got George Farley at second. Xander Kovar will be at short. At third base will be Andre Wood. Right field will be Jay Turner. Center field, Ryan Pitcock. And playing left field is going to be Cade Weibel. On the mound will be Zach Fetchel, as we mentioned already, making his 3rd appearance here in Cooperstown. And his battery mate will be Dylan Uribe.
Let's go, Jay.
Let's go, Knights.
Go now, Knights.
And they'll be batting from the leadoff spot. They'll be sending Ronan Lee, Aaron Lewis, and Lucas Shoemaker to the plate this inning.
So if the other coach is watching, he watched Uribe throw that coming down pitch into center field. Dylan's got a great arm. He's going to throw some people out if they try to run, so hopefully they get aggressive. And so Zach Fetchel here, bottom of the first, nobody on, first pitch. That's hit high and deep. It's going to drop in, barely in. Jay fields it off the wall, throws it into George at second base. 1 pitch, a deep hit off about 4 feet up the fence.
Hey, get back to the wall, fill the wall, and then find the ball. Fill the wall, find the ball.
I'll bring up number 3, Aaron Lewis, the center fielder. He's a lefty.
So not a great lead at first. There he goes. Takes a very healthy lead at first now. We better throw back or he's going to be moving. So he gets back. I'm expecting these kids to be aggressive, disciplined, take every opportunity to steal bases. Moving, nope, not on the pitch. Uribe throws back, but he had to double pump to get around the batter, and the runner easily gets back to first. So bottom of the first, 1 ball, no strikes. Got a base runner at first and nobody out. Not running. Zach misses extremely high, almost into the net. No chance for Dylan to make the catch, and the runner advances to second. Zach had a great outing again in our last game. Pitched 1 inning, shut down the game, got the save. Comes out. We just don't want him to overthrow here. Hit your spots, make him hit. Let your defense do their job. The wind has picked up a little bit and shifted directions a little bit, actually. In the first game, it was blowing right to left. It's blowing in now. Zach misses. Low and away with a curveball. Dylan, great job keeping that in front and keeping the runner at second base. So some gusts are picking up. Gonna make it a little harder to hit it over the fence. Xander covers. Oh!
Oh, we got him.
They got him. A great throw. Zach hits his spot. Quite honestly, it wasn't a quick move by Xander. He was covering second, had his glove there. Zach hits his glove right in front of the base. The runner slides back and his hand hits the glove for the out. Definitely how the Knights want to start this game. They clear the bases. So there's 1 out, a 3-0 count. Misses high,
Called a strike.
and we've got another base runner. So we trade one for another on the walk. Zach's not happy about it.
And now
Zach's been overthrown a little bit.
Bring up the number 3 hitter, Lucas Shoemaker. He's number 9, and he plays right field.
So a small lead at first. It's not going. Uribe fakes down. Tony's going to have a word. That's
5 straight balls. So
at least 5 straight balls. Yes, after the hit to right field.
we'll make do.
George, I don't need it here when the sun's on the laptop.
Okay.
I don't need it now.
So, Coach Tony talks to his son and says, take a breath, dude. Just settle in, throw some strikes. You're good.
Conversation probably started, bro, what's going on?
Bro. Tony expects a lot from Zach, but Zach is quite a good pitcher, takes after his dad. Quick move, very nice curveball. Batter way ahead of it, just throws the bat out, fouls it back. So we got a 1-1 count here, 1 out, runner on first. No runs in, so 0-0 score in the bottom of the first. Not a big lead at all. And he's not going. Misses inside, and the count goes to 2-1. Little guy at first looks quick. I'm not sure why he's not taking more of a lead.
I think the pickoff kind of scared him a little.
Not running. Oh, and that's a bomb. So Knights are going to fall behind 2-0 or 2-0. That ball cleared center fence by at least 40 feet. It was gone the minute it left his bat. Nobody moved. Everyone just turned and watched. And again, the Knights are down 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. You face these top teams, you just can't miss over the plate, or that's going to happen. We were talking to some other players who face some of the better teams here.
And a cleanup batter, number 11, Tyler Blanchard, first baseman.
So one sibling we spoke with who had been to Cooperstown before and was here to watch his brother play said he watched 8 home runs in the first inning of their first game here against one of the top teams. So it shows you what kind of power these kids have and how short the fences are here. If you're just joining us, the fences are 200 feet to the corners and 200 feet all the way around. So a lot of high-scoring games here. So falling behind isn't necessarily as ominous as it is in other parks because one base runner, one swing, and we could tie this game up. So Zach's struggling a little bit here. The count is 2-1. Finds the zone, outside corner. Count moves to 2-2. You got to think, if we keep giving free passes, one or two more, and we're going to find our next pitcher. Hard hit, but foul. Off the tent, the other side of the left field stands. But hit hard. This batter clearly has got some pop. Oh, the hook drops in, just misses low and outside. So the count's full. Coach Tony, looking at his son, says, let's throw a strike here, Zach. Wow, that ball is hit square. Flies over the left center field fence. The score is now 3-0. First home run was a little more towering a fly ball. This was just a line drive hit on a 30-degree trajectory. And it kept going up until it crossed the 200-foot fence and dropped probably 250 feet.
I'll bring up their pitcher, Scotty Kirkpatrick, number 14.
So if you're the Knights, not what you wanted in the first inning here. Curveball. He's ahead of it and falls behind in the count, 0-1.
I think they're all getting anxious now.
Well, everyone's licking their chops, saying he's throwing strikes. I like the speed. This guy looks like he's got some pop as well. Zach's staying away from the straight ball. Hooks it low in the dirt, and Dylan Uribe is going to have a word with his pitcher.
He's got to make the off-speed pitches effective by getting them in the strike zone. Right now he's just struggling with that part, so they're sitting on the fastballs and teeing off right now.
Misses away. 2-1 count, and don't like Zach's body language. Coach tells him so. He said, come on, you're my best pitcher. Let's go. Wow, throws a hook. Batter waits on it. Makes contact and drives that ball just inside the left field foul pole for the third home run of the inning and the fourth run for the Federales Red. So that's three batters in a row who've taken Zach deep, and Tony's going to make the change. Zach had his stuff in the last game, came out just missing a little bit here in this game. Not sure who we're going to see. Andre Wood's going to take the mound. So again, the fans here shouting words of encouragement to the Knights. A 4-run lead is nothing here, but we got to stop the bleeding. Hopefully Andre Wood is the man to do that. So walking up, these boys didn't look all that big when we passed them, walking from one side of the field to the other, because we had to move from home field to visitors to face the higher ranking opponent. We walked by the team. They didn't look that big or that intimidating, but they certainly bring some power to the plate. The only runner we've retired so far was on a pickoff play at second base. So the bases are clear. We've got one out. Andre Wood has taken the mound. And the Knights are down 4-0.
So stepping in now will be Jaden Lim. Shortstop, number 7.
Pitch high. Doesn't take it. We're used to seeing this from Andre. He starts high and works his way down. Got some nice velocity. Finds the outside corner for a 1-1 count. He's not overpowering, but he is fast. Throws a hook that stays high. Again, probably the first one he's thrown, so he's got to find the zone with that. 2-1 count here. Throws high. The batter saw a fastball. He was looking to make it 4 home runs in a row. Swings and misses. So we got a 2-2 count. Misses a little high on that curveball. Hit the mitt, but came in over the plate just above the numbers. So a full count here. Last thing we need is a free base. Hard hit.
You got it.
George makes the play to his left. Gets in front of the ball, keeps it in front of him.
That was a hard hit ball. Bounced off his shin. Coach is going to check on him. Stayed with it, though, and made a nice play to get the second out. So far, that's 6 batters. 5 of them have hit the ball hard.
I'm not going to yell, but I want to yell, stop limping. Let's get back into it.
It's easy for Dad to say over here.
It is.
He didn't take it off the shin.
I didn't. Hard hit ball, short hop. George did move in front of the ball, got down, took it off the body, did what he was supposed to do at second base, keep it in front and make the play.
And now number 12, Colby Wright steps in, the second baseman for the Federales.
Hey, you're good. Stop limping, bud. Misses high and in again. So we got 2 outs, a 2-0 count. Andre's working the inside, hits the corner, jams him, fouls it back, and the count moves to 2-1. Expect something off speed here, probably on the outside. Hasn't seen it yet. Nope. Comes at him, fouls it back, squares the count, 2-2. So he's got 1 pitch to play with, but I want to see a strike here, so. Hits the inside corner, right across the knees. That was a strike, just had him fooled. And Andre gets the Knights out of the inning with no more damage after 3 back-to-back-to-back home runs. And the Federales move ahead of the Knights 4-0 after 1.
Yeah, all 3 of those home runs were no doubters. But the Knights have a chance to come back now, try and put some runs on the board. And since we still don't have the lineup, we'll see who comes up. Number 14's out for his second inning of work. He threw 20 pitches in the first inning. He walked one, and he struck out 2 in the first inning. If we stick true to form here, it should be Andre Wood leading off.
Catcher shows off his arm. Again, not a big boy, but he's got a really good arm. The pitcher comes fast, so he's tough to steal on. The infield backs up, standing just at the edge of the grass. Wood doesn't like it, but it's a strike on the outside corner for strike 1.
So it is Andre Wood batting 5th for the Knights.
Lays off the curveball. Bounces just over the plate.
Andre was 0 for 2 in the last game.
We've done a really good job so far laying off that curve, but we haven't been able to hit the fastball. Throws high. Count moves to 2-1. Another fastball on the outside corner. And the count squares at 2-2. And we want to see some aggressiveness out of Andre here.
It feels all on the grass as they creep in, though.
Watches a fastball high. So full count here to the first batter of the second inning for the Knights.
The outfield's shaded to right field, but they're not playing very deep. About middle depth.
Foul tip back into the catcher's mitt. And Andre Wood strikes out swinging for the first out of the inning.
Scotty Kirkpatrick now has 3 strikeouts in a row now. And that'll bring up Dylan Uribe.
Dylan also has some pop.
Dylan was 1 for 2 last game.
That ball a little bit high, but finds the zone. So Dylan falls behind 0-1. Swinging. I believe the count is 0-2, although the scoreboard's showing, yep, there we go. They switched it up. So 0-2 count. Misses outside. With 2 strikes, he's been trying to paint that outside corner successfully twice and just misses there. So we've got a 1-2 count here for Dylan Uribe. Shows some patience. A hook, low and in the dirt. Starts in the zone, moves out, doesn't fool him, so 2-2 count. Misses outside again. So 3-2 count here, and Dylan's going to be looking for something to hit over the plate. Again, he's got a lot of power in that bat. We're looking to see it here. Misses outside. Pitcher holds his head down, but we've got a free base.
Knights draw a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up Xander Kovar, who had a home run in the last game.
And we're going to run for our catcher, Dylan Uribe. Quade Jackson jumps out onto first. He's quick, a better runner, so we'll take full advantage of that rule. So Xander hit a home run to lead the rally, or start the rally for the Knights last game. Jackson's running. He's going to be there. Slides in. Wow, better throw might have had him. The shortstop had to jump. Caught the ball in the air, came down with the tag, but Cueto was just underneath the tag, so we've got a runner in scoring position here. Ooh, Xander Watch is just outside for the second ball. Thought that was a strike. I'm sorry. It says 2-0 on the board, but the umpire just said 1-1. So we've got a 1-1 count here. Whoever's working the scoreboard has got to get their act together.
That'll be the Federales.
Xander Watch is the second strike. Again, the scoreboard's got it wrong. The umpire's got it right. So, 1-2 count. They get the scoreboard right, and Xander's got to protect here. Low. Oof. Just missed. We've seen that called a strike before. Xander's tall. The umpire recognizes that and says a little low. No golfing today. 2-2 count. 1 out. Xander swings and protects, knocks it over the stands here down the right field line. Xander's going to do it again, so we've got a 2-2 count. Quade Jackson standing at second base. 1 out here in the top of the second. And the Knights are looking to put their first run on the board. Xander protects. He does sacrifice the runner to third, but that's the second out of the inning for the Knights.
George is up.
I bring up George Farley, number 9 for the Knights, batting in the 8 hole.
So runner on third, base hit scores him. He'll be running on contact. Pitch is high. George takes for 1. So I like it. George has lifted his hands. Swings for the fence. Misses it. We need a base hit here, George. Line drive. So the count is 1-1. Paints the outside corner for strike 2. Pitcher's been looking for that all day long. I'm sure George is going to see something off speed here. Hopefully he holds off or waits on it. George protects. Ball's hooking. It is going to go foul. They called a balk on the play. Pitcher didn't come set, and Quade Jackson's going to score, so no pitch. George gets his first RBI of today. And now George has the green light to swing for the fence. An act of miracle, that ball will go over. Outside, oof. Same spot. Pitcher hit last time, but a couple inches outside. George holds off.
Catcher wants to have a quick discussion with his pitcher.
George looks at the ump. He says, how far was that outside? The ump's giving him a little bit of lesson. He says, where are you going to call it? Umpire says, a little bit inside, and you got to swing at that. So George nods his head, steps back in. And we want our next base runner here. Let's see what George can do. George with a lazy fly. It's going to drop in on the line drive just over the second baseman's head. Falls short of center field. And George is on base with his first hit of the day on a 2-2 count. So
that's the Knights' first hit of the game as well.
George with a good piece of hitting. Stayed alive a couple times with 2 strikes. And
Zach Fetchel will step in to the batter's box.
All right, let's go. Stay in.
So George is quick. He's got to stay aware. He's got a quick move to first, and I think we're going to see it here. So George's got to get back. Nope. He's going on the pitch. Fakes, dives back. Oh, sticks in the clay here. This is like Velcro. You're not going to slide. So George slides back on his stomach and stops, crawls back to the bag in time.
That pitch was a ball.
Yeah, called ball high. George with not as big of a lead here. And as the pitcher comes set, he'll take one more step. No. Not going. Catcher keeps it in front and gets to it quick. So George isn't able to advance on the low pitch. And ball 2 on Zach Fetchel here. The parents are like, go, stop, stop. George just listens to his base coach and gets back. George takes a lead. He's probably going to be going here. Nope, not going. Zach drives one. George's got to get to second base. Slides in time, and we've got 2 base runners here. Nice piece of hitting by Zach Fetchel. He loves to throw that bat out there, drive it to the left-hand side. Effectively does it there. Now we've got 2 base runners on. And
bring up number 6, Jack Kruger, to the plate.
Jack's got some power. He can definitely tie this game with one swing of the bat. It's the first at-bat for Jack today. Didn't play in the earlier game. Inside, misses for ball 1. Good patience, Jack. Everyone's excited over here. Everyone knows. Back. Sorry. I didn't yell, but just willing George to get back. So I'm trying to commentate, be a fan, be a dad. Hits the ball. Misses the tag. Oh my gosh, but we're not running down first base line. He's able to turn around and throw to first for the out. So Zach Fetchel avoided the tag between first and second, turned around the second baseman. Thought we could have been safe on that if we're running full speed, but retires the batter for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Knights get 1.
1 run on 2 hits that inning. They leave 2 stranded.
And we head to the bottom of the second, trailing 4-1. So it's another beautiful day here in Cooperstown. We've actually had tons of luck. This time of year, it's hit or miss. Teams previous had told us the horror stories of a lot of rain all day and playing games late into the night. The fields do drain very well. They're designed to do so. But right now, I'm sorry.
No, the Federales are ready to take the plate, and now at the bat is the 8-hole hitter, Ethan Bellini. He is their left fielder. Andre Wood back on the mound for the Knights.
Andre doesn't waste much time. He misses high. So it's 82 degrees here, mostly cloudy. When the sun tucks behind the cloud, it's beautiful. Finds the zone. Sun comes out, it's a little hot here in the stands. But much better than Austin, Texas.
We have 1 defensive replacement. Jack Kruger's in at first for Owen.
Hard hit ball. Wow. Great play by Andre Wood. So if you haven't been watching or listening, Andre Wood got hit on a hard comeback line drive in the first game of the Knights here in Cooperstown. Actually had to go to the hospital for x-rays. So the last thing he wants is a liner up the middle, but handles that like a pro.
And that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Nick Marks, their 3rd baseman.
Misses low and away, but not a bad pitch. That's where we like to see him miss. Finds the outside corner. Curve, low and away, but fools the batter. Whiffs at it, and the count is 1-2. Again, the scoreboard is wrong, I believe.
Yeah, it's 1-2. You're
1-2. Finds the zone, and he's out on 4 pitches. And again, whoever's keeping the scoreboard for the Federales has got to put down their drink and do their job.
Yeah, that batter didn't ever look comfortable in there as he was stepping out the whole time. Now to bring up number 10 in the batting order, Nick Strew. He's their first DH, first of 3.
Misses with the hook high. So we're here in the bottom of the second. There are 2 outs, nobody on base. The count is 1-0. Miss is just outside. He's working that outside corner hard. So the count is 2-0. Andre misses high. That's not where we want to miss. He fouls it back into the net, and the count goes to 2-1.
We're batting 10. Oh, this is 10.
So 2-1 count here. The hook finds the zone, freezes the batter, and the count goes to 2-2. Really nice pitch by Andre. I think a heater on the outside corner should end this inning.
He's doing a very effective job of throwing his breaking balls for strikes, which keeps him off balance.
Just misses. That's the pitch we were looking for. About 3 inches to the right, and that would have been a strikeout, but the count moves to full. Throws a hook for the strike. The batter throws his bat, thought he had a walk. Wasn't even close. That ball dropped in right over the plate.
I think even
the
if
third
that
out
was
of the
a
inning.
ball, the way he threw his bat, the umpire was going to throw him out anyway. He showed him up. But that was a strike anyhow. So that's just what the Knights needed to get out of the second inning. No runs on no hits and 3 up, 3 down. And now they'll get back to the top of their order, and hopefully the top of the lineup can do a little damage. Top 6 last time didn't get any hits, only had 2 walks. And top of that order has to be effective for us to score runs.
So the sun's peeked out. The wind is blowing in. I'm looking up at a flag. It's probably 5 to 10 miles an hour at most. Hasn't affected any of the balls that were hit well over the fence here. The Knights with plenty of pop in the bat shouldn't have trouble getting it over the fence if they hit it square.
New pitcher's taking the mound for the Federales. It'll be number 4, Ethan Bellani. So Scotty Kirkpatrick throws 2 innings. He gives up 1 run on 2 hits, throwing 48 pitches. And the Knights are back to the top of the order, as we mentioned, and Ryan Pitcock, who lined to the second baseman his first time at bat, will now step in against Ethan Bellani.
Again, good patience. Ryan loves to be swinging on the first pitch, and he lays off that inside curve.
So Ethan Bellani is a smaller stature kid of the team, and he doesn't seem to have quite the throwing power.
Ooh. Ryan way out ahead of that pitch. That was his fastball. Nicks the tip of Ryan's bat. We need him to sit back, wait, hopefully see that same pitch again. He does, it's low. So a 2-1 count. We're looking for Ryan to provide a little more excitement here for the Knights. Oh my gosh, misses it. It's a dribbler. He's going to be safe on this. No way they're going to get there. Ryan runs to, no, good call by Josh Norm at first base. Ryan was running down. The first baseman had to move over to make that play on the slow roller. No one came over to cover. The pitcher was late. They tried to make the throw. The ball squirted by, but not far enough for Ryan to take second. So we'll take it. Not the hard hit ball we're looking for from Ryan, but he finds first base safely.
He finds a way to get on, and Cade Weibel will come to the plate. He walked his last time at bat.
Ryan's going on the pitch, and he's going to get there. No one's been close trying to throw out Ryan today, actually all week long.
Some dark clouds moving in.
So Cade Weibel on an 0-1 count. Watches low. So the count moves to 1-1. And Ryan Pidcock stands on second base. Cade waves at. Ball was in the dirt. Ryan had a great secondary lead, saw the ball in the dirt, took off to third, and slides in safely. So we've got a runner at third now. 1-2 count on Cade Weibel. He's been hitting the ball hard, and a ball hit anywhere but the pitcher is going to score the run. In the dirt, squares the count, 2-2.
2 strikes, that takes away Tony Fetchell's bunt strategy here. Cade's usually very effective at that.
Wow, Cade backs off. He looked like he wanted to swing. So we got a full count here, man on third, nobody out here in the top of the third. Cade ahead of it, but he's going to score the run. Does his job. Ryan with some great base running. On a grounder to third, sometimes that's hard to score the run, but he was moving, read it quick, got home quick, and there was no play at home. So
third baseman thought about throwing home, but he bobbled it and had to go to first and still got the out, though. Owen Norrell's up the bat. He struck out his first time at the plate.
So he takes the first pitch for a ball. And with that run, the Knights pull closer, 4-2. Way ahead of the ball. Knights haven't made an adjustment to the slower speed here. It's a good pitch on the outside corner, and Owen takes for the second strike.
Yeah, the change of speed on the pitcher here is really throwing our batters off a little bit.
Wow. Just missed outside. Looked to be the same pitch as the last one that was called for a strike, but count is 2-2. Hits it hard. He's way out in front. Hits it off the top of the bat and pulls it
so
over
far
our
in
heads.
front, he almost hit it onto the other field.
Yes.
To the right hand side.
Stays alive.
Timing looked better there.
Absolutely. Right on top of that one. So the count remains 2-2 with one out here in the third inning. Tries to throw the curveball. Misses way wide. So we're back to a full count here. Misses high, and we've got another base runner here. Again, we'll take him any way we can get him. Owen's happy to be on first after falling behind in the count.
And here brings up Jay Turner. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far today. I saw the dugout scrambling for the Federales. I think they got the bullpen up and running.
And this is exactly who we want up to bat if he's able to connect. Owen takes a modest lead, not much. Gets back by just falling down. So I don't think he's going to be running yet, but we'll see what happens. There's one out here. And the Knights fans are hoping that Jay finds his swing again. Not running. Now he's going to move. The ball was low and in the dirt, bounced over the catcher's head. He had a fake steal on, which gets the middle infielders moving towards the bag, creates some holes for the runner or the batter. But on the low pitch, he wasn't swinging. So we have a man on second. Counts 1-0. Misses. That's going to send the runner to third base. So now we've got Owen Norrell at third.
And
whatever Jay does with it.
Looks like Federales have their pitcher warmed up now.
So again, anything but a comebacker to the pitcher is probably going to score that run. And the scoreboard is now out. Hits it high, and that's going to be gone. Get. Nope, it's going to score the runner, though. He's tagging. And Jay does drive in the third run for the Knights. Owen slides in safely. I was looking. He tagged. That was exciting. When Jay hits a ball like that, and we see that kind of trajectory, we're assuming that ball is going to leave the yard, but it falls about 10 feet short.
Andre Wood now coming to the plate with 2 outs here.
And the Knights pull closer, 4-3 here. Ooh, he's sitting on that. Love the speed. A little low in the zone, and he hits it out of play. But exciting here. So 0-1 count, 2 outs, and it's 4-3 Federales. Oh, he hits that hard. It's going to get off the fence, though. Hits off the fence, hits the runner. It's another long single.
That was
and everyone on the Knights side is like, we are missing by a hair. And I think we're going to see a pitching change here on the other side.
To make a change.
Too many hard hit balls. So Andre Wood, our pitcher, comes out of the game. AJ replaces him as our base runner. AJ's quick, smart on the bases. Probably no one we'd like on the bases more right now. And they bring in the big man here, number 13. Not sure what his name is, but he's about twice the size as the last pitcher.
So this is Robbie Simi. Robbie throws much harder than the last guy. And as I mentioned, we have rain showers developing in the area, and I just heard the weather alert.
Yes, I did too.
Says it will begin in about 20 minutes.
So we're going to see some rain before this game's up. We're in the top of the third inning. There are 2 outs. Score is 4-3 Federales. It's a tough game to play here. This team brought 12. We brought 16. But you got to play a lot of games to win, and so you look for opportunities to pitch your mid-tier pitchers. I think that's what the Federales were looking to do, is squeeze out a few innings there. We hit him hard, chased him, so they brought in one of their studs.
And that'll bring up Dylan Uribe, man on first and 2 outs. And again, Robbie Simi on the mound.
AJ, we haven't seen his move. Fake steal. Ooh. Uribe liked it, low in the zone. Just misses it. Uribe's got a lot of power. And with this kind of speed coming in, that ball can travel with Uribe's power coming out. Throw back to first. AJ's there without a problem. Didn't have much of a lead. Again, the Knights love to fake steal, get the infielders moving, create some holes for the batter. Ooh, that was a pitch to hit. Dylan just missed it, but that ball was a little higher in the zone, and that's the kind of pitch a batter loves to see. Nothing but steady. Finds low in the zone. Clearly feeling comfortable with his fastball. I'm sure he shook off some kind of junk and said, I can beat this guy, and he does.
But we get 2 runs on 2 hits and bring it closer, making it 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the third inning.
job, Knights.
Andre will be taking the mound. He'll be facing the 11 and 12 and 1. So again, the Federales are batting 12 in their batting order, and so notice the third inning they'll be batting 11 and 12 here, and then they'll go back to the top of the order again. So you'd like to see Andre make quick work of the first two batters. Top of the order, as we saw, hits the ball extremely well.
Good strategy here is don't miss high in the zone.
No defensive changes for the Knights.
So a quick shout out to all of you listening in from Austin, Texas. Nice throwdown by Dylan Uribe. Thanks for joining us today. Wish you could be here. We need a little bit more noise from the crowd.
All right, again, Robbie Simi steps in.
Andre rears back and fires and brought a lot of velocity there. Not sure he saw it and falls behind 0-1. Throws the hook. We got time called by the umpire.
I think we're getting a weather delay here.
Yep, I think they saw some lightning. So there's a 1-1 count here.
1-1 count
on the batters. Someone just walked in, an official with Cooperstown just walked in, having a huddle with the umpires. And we can't figure out anything other than a possible weather delay. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. But they haven't cleared the field.
Yeah, there seems to be some confusion on what we're doing here. But
Tony organizes the kids.
Blue is leaving, so we're definitely going to have a delay.
Yep, I'm watching all three umpires. Yep. Walk out. We're going to have to move our equipment underneath the shelter here. Yeah, keep track. I think we have more than 10 minutes. We probably got 5 minutes before the storms come. Yeah, so we're going to kill it for now. And stay tuned. Reach out via social media, and we'll keep you posted. Got it. So there's a storm coming. You didn't cut it off, right? No, I'll keep talking though. So just to let you guys know what's happening, there's a storm coming.
They're all by the power outlet.
40-mile-an-hour winds. I heard of some hail warnings earlier, so there's a storm coming in. They've ordered us all back to the shelters to get the kids or keep the kids safe. And we'll keep you all posted via text, via social media. And we'll join you when they start back up. But it could be a few hours here before we start up. I don't know. Keep track. Again, we can't turn this off, so the Knights leave, trailing 3-4. In the bottom of the third, nobody out, 1-1 count.
I've never seen anything like this. I can't quit.
Do y'all need any help moving equipment or anything?
Yeah, I can't blue bag.
So I'll keep talking while we keep clicking. Are we off?
No.
We're still